Yo, I'm Ivan, a Spanish native with 18 months in Japanese, more than 43 months in English, and as an athlete, I'm on a mission to help fucked up language learners who can't study for more than 5 hours on a daily basis. You are literally stopping yourself from having more progress whenever you have a bad connotation about grinding. It is that simple. If you think that grinding is a good thing, you will grind more, and if you think it is a bad thing, you will grind less. So I will explain a couple of the activities to make grinding fun and also make you stop having the bad image about grinding. You've been never regretful about grinding. Think about it for a moment. When you're at the school or college and you literally aced a test that you grinded for a few days, are you actually regretful about having studied for that test? No, right? Now, when you don't study and you're procrastinating in TikTok, yes, that's when you're regretful. Whenever you're wasting time scrolling on social media, you don't feel good and you still keep doing that same thing over and over. And what's the worst thing that can happen, even if you do it for long hours? Exactly, nothing. You will maybe get burnout and that's it, which that gets me to another point. People think that getting burnout is this thing in which they won't be able to get past over in less than 4 months. But in reality, getting burnout is just a feeling of not wanting to do the task. You are literally able to do the task in the next hour if you go and take a proper rest. Maybe you want to take a nap or actually just not use social media for 30 minutes. Even in the worst scenario of studying for long hours, you are fine. You will never be regretful. But in the scenario of always procrastinating, you end up regretful in 99% of the cases. And you still keep having that bad connotation about grinding. So I leave it to you if you want to keep being regretful 99% of your days. Just because of not having a change on your mindset, which is not having a bad connotation about something which is good. People are insecure and they don't want you to surpass them. So the best feeling you will have is when competing with others. And you will never have this feeling if you keep having this bad connotation about working. It is that simple. People always tell you the thing of, brother, you need to rest. Or maybe they tell you, you should take it easier, because those people are not taking it easier. Like the next day they will come to you and say that they got the work that you want, just because you took it easier. So why are you letting the beliefs of other people get to you? For me, it doesn't make sense, right? I always want to be above someone whenever possible. Always. At least in some aspect, I want to be above that person. If the person I'm training with in the gym is bigger than me, I want to have more knowledge than him. If the person who I'm training with in the gym has more knowledge than me, I want to have more flexibility than him and be more healthy than him. If you can put that activity of always competing in some area, brother, hard work will be fun, believe me. Why you wouldn't want to get more progress? That's just crazy. There's people that literally avoid having more progress, so they avoid studying more because they feel like that's hustle culture and that hustle culture is something bad, when in reality hustle culture, whenever you're working on something that you like, is good. So whenever possible, you should actually be trying to have more progress, because that's how humans are supposed to live. We want to get progress at something we get a status from. And you know for a fact that you have that inner feeling of wanting to get more progress and trying to learn Japanese in 6 months. It's just that literally you have that insecurity because you don't know how to learn Japanese in 6 months. But you need to admit it so someone actually can help you. Which, by the way, that person can be me. So go and click the first link in the description. The first thing is, of course, the simpler one. You can literally, right now, make yourself believe you love working. You do that same thing whenever you're talking bullshit about yourself. So why not do it with something that will benefit you? You know that you always have these beliefs in which, oh, I'm not able to get that girl. I'm not a person who likes to study languages. I can't go to a gym. Why not do it with something that will benefit you? I don't understand, right? So the next time you have a limiting belief which objectively is bad for you, change it. You are literally able to do it at that same moment you have that limiting belief. So just do it. The next action to make yourself like working hard is doing the action, which in this case is language learning, with people you like. For me, these past few months, going to a park to train calisthenics was boring as fuck because there was no one in there. But then I started going to a gym and there was lots of people in there. So I started getting to know people and training started becoming fun again because now I can compete with other guys that lift my same weights. And so it's been really good. Language learning will be way more boring if I didn't have have a channel and actually be teaching people in here. So you don't specifically need to have a channel, you need to have a purpose, right? For me, teaching people in this channel the lessons that I learned throughout my language learning journey is really good, and actually making them be able to study for more than 2 or 3 hours or getting them to pass their limits is really purposeful. But if you don't have a purpose, learning languages will never be fun. That's why people that go to work in a 9 to 5 are really unhappy, because they don't have a purpose. But like, if for some reason that 9 to 5 is really fun for you and you feel some purpose in doing that 9 to 5, suddenly it will become really, really fun to do it, because you feel productive, you feel like it will do something good to the world. That's it for the video, and get through this content if you want more people to know about this. Thank you.